gentlemen, how you doing today? My name's Luke. I'm here to introduce CleanDrains.ca to you today. The company was started over a decade ago by my father. In that time, it has become the industry leader. Everyone has grown to know our name, and that is why I'm here to speak to you today.
Today we're here to talk about insurance claims, how we can help prevent them, and how you can benefit. Fire damage is one of the main areas of claims. Let's look at some examples, please. Uncontrollable. Here's a terrible scenario. And another. Can you guess what percentage of claims were due to fire damage? 27%. Theft and other claims are another large block. Here's some vandalism. Theft. 29% is what this equals out to be. Water damage. Now this is the reason we're all here. Here's a large claim. This furnace is in trouble. This shop vacuum's not keeping up. Here are a few more. Want to guess what percentage of claims were water damage based? A staggering 44% that were totally preventable with our service. Almost half of claims are water damage based. $43 billion was spent globally last year on claims. $15 billion was spent in North America alone. Wow. And we're not just talking about hurricanes and tsunamis. Almost half of that is just flood damage from regular rainstorms. This is one of our typical flood scenarios. I get a phone call at 2 a.m. in the morning. Nice but frantic couple on the phone. Have to wake up and jump in the truck, driving through the dark streets trying to find the address, and I finally find the house, and this is the warm welcome I receive. And I say, "Hi, I'm Luke, how are you doing?" And the response is, "How the hell do you think I'm doing?" Take a look at this video.
As you notice, I'm pretty much up to my ankles in water. And this is basically what it looks like here. Brand new house, not even been here 6 months. Got ruined computer equipment. Emptied my safe that was ruined last time. That's had all of our coins in it and wedding albums. Those were my baseball cards that were ruined on Saturday. About another inch more and I think our furnace is in deep trouble. Started getting some stuff ready to throw away.
Yikes. So we fixed the problem, the client loves us, and I'm explaining a little bit of yearly maintenance saves you a lot of money and headaches, not to mention my sleep. Most of the time this is totally preventable, and did I mention a lot less costly? So I got tired of the 2 a.m. phone calls, and that's why my father and I started preventative maintenance. We've been at this for over a decade now. First to deal with flood prevention and maintenance, then combining the latest technologies with an age-old problem. This has brought to market a cost-effective system that every homeowner will want to use. How this works. Say you're the homeowner. You get a notice explaining clean drains will be in the area to reduce flood risk by using underground fiber optic cameras. With this service comes a full written diagnosis, and any issues can be easily corrected. So when the service is finished, they will get a full written report, $100 towards their next yearly check, plus information on regular checks that a homeowner can do twice a year themselves. Additionally, we give $100 for their next insurance renewal. I'll be explaining more about that in the coming minutes. At Clean Drains, we're proud to be offering the service at a reasonable cost. Our competitors in the plumbing industry are charging up to $300 an hour for this inspection process. We find this to be a cost people are not willing to pay. This is why most systems go unchecked until there is a flood. Normally this happens when people are not at home or sleeping, and this causes the most amount of damage. We normally offer this inspection at a rate of $145, but proudly, we're offering today an industry special for this group at a rate of $45. So in closing, this is how you benefit. Clients are better educated, you will have greater peace of mind, there will be a lower claim loss ratio, higher bonuses, And with all that value offered, it's just a matter of time until you gain the results to have a portfolio with less risk and higher reward. Your clients receive $100 towards their next service check. Additionally, $100 is paid to the broker once our service is completed. This goes towards their next home insurance renewal. So you get $100, and if they don't renew within 2 years, you keep it. Thank you.
We're trying to mitigate the risk with flood damage. We deal with external systems. So we've got basically sensors inside. The water main breaks inside the house. It shuts off that water main. An alarm goes off. It sends a plumbing company over to fix the problem immediately. Additionally, we do service checks, and I suggest this once a year, but at a minimum every couple of years. And at $45, you can't afford that. For someone that owns a home, people spend more money on a home than anything else in their life. So for $45, an investment that's going to save them potentially $20,000, $30,000 worth of water damage claims, it's worth it. You know, it takes 1 hour of someone's time, and it's very visual, so they can see on the monitor as it goes through the pipes. People love this stuff.
It clarifies a lot of problems, especially if the guy had previous water claims. So if they did do it, you know, more likely we're going to underwrite that and give a better idea of what deductibles and what type of premiums we will charge. And we will look very highly on somebody who is very committed to make sure that there's no second claim.
Proactive. Yeah, so that's the key ingredient here. And that's the reason why we give $100, and this goes directly to all of you, $100 towards their next renewal. We send you a check as soon as we're done the service, and we give them $100 off their next maintenance, which then we give a phone call in the winter time before the rains start, because November to February is the rainy season. And that's when you get the 100-millimeter rainstorms. It saturates the ground and causes that ingress, and they call you and say, my basement's flooding. Who wants to get that call, right? So, you know, that's, as I said before, earlier in the speech, that's the reason why we started this company, was to help prevent that, educate, and help prevent those kinds of floods from happening in the first place. I don't want people to go through this devastation anymore. It's just a matter of time before everyone knows about this service. And I think with all of you here today, we can make it known. It's all about just education. When you do renewals, sending out a slip inside saying, you know, get your camera or inspect your drains, $45 only. And as I said, the $100 towards the renewal each year, that goes directly to you. So, you know,
just wanted to clarify a little bit on the hourly rate is $45 as you mentioned. Now, if there's repairs that need to be done or taken care of, are those billed at $45 or is that a higher rate?
So what we do is we have a lower rate. You're right, we do charge $45 an hour. We charge $85 for our tech, which includes all of our equipment, hydro flushing and all this other tools, and $45 for our labor. I actually suggest to homeowners, I say, call 3 companies, get a couple quotes, and they always say, look, you have the lowest rates, you have the best rates, you have the most information. Go ahead.
So this $45 check, is that just a visual? There's no cameras involved in this?
What that includes is, it's a 1-hour inspection with the customer, and they can see it running through on the video monitor, as well as they get a written diagnosis that explains, okay, if there is a problem, this is the way to correct it.
Okay. So your company would provide services like excavating, putting new drain tiles, or is that not?
Well, we try to shy away from excavating because we use hydro jets. We use hydro flushing equipment. So it's 1 jet spray forward, 3 jet spray back. So it actually extracts all the silt out of the line. Instead of the old method of using metal cables, which damages the line as well as it just bores a small hole and then it plugs up again. And that's why they like these service calls coming back every 3 months. We want to prevent a problem from happening in the first place by using these water jets. So we try to shy away from the whole, you know, spade and shovel. But if it's necessary, we do that as well.
If this is our existing client with a previous water damage claim, and now they've done a water inspection from your company,
okay,
and now they've done some recommendation. But after a water damage claim, we're talking about we've already paid for this water damage claim. We've already done the repairs for it. Okay. Yeah. So it's fixed. Case closed. Claim is closed.
50% of homes, I just want to drive this point home, 50% of claims, the people that have water damage, have a repeat claim within 2 years, 50%. So it's very important for them to get their system checked on a regular basis. But go ahead, sorry.
So are you saying then when the claims or when the restoration comes in and repairs the water damage, they're not doing sufficient job, or why?
Well, you know, the thing is, you gotta educate, and homeowners have to know how to take care of their house. And they don't get this training manual when they buy the home. And we're actually working with this organization called CAPI. And it's the Canadian Association of Home and Property Inspectors, I believe. And when people buy houses now, they have the inspection done through us. I think it's one quick question. Sorry.
I just want to expand on what the question was, that the repairs are done and everything's fixed. How do we convince a client to go through the $45 check? I'm going to more speak about my claim. I was talking to you earlier outside about the claim I had. And I can tell you that, as I explained to you, the drain had plugged and the water came down the driveway. When the insurance company came in, there was no discussion about servicing the outside service that actually caused the flood. They were looking on the interior, so if a pipe leaks or a hot water tank leaks, those are fixed, those are taken care of. But nobody, in my claim anyways, nobody discussed the servicing of the exterior of the home.
And this is a very valid point that you brought up, because people don't know about this, but when it's an external source of water, a lot of claims aren't even covered, because it's called a sudden ingress. And you get $20,000, $30,000 of damage. Could you imagine this happening to your home? And it's not covered. And it's winter time, and it costs a fortune to repair the outside system. And additionally, because there's these companies charge $300 an hour for the camera inspection, and then they charge $150 an hour to fix the problem. So you spend $10,000, $15,000 fixing the problem, and then additionally you find out the adjuster says, you know what, it's your problem. So it's a nightmare scenario that we need to correct. And 44% of claims are water damage based. So it's a huge problem for the portfolios out there. We're getting about probably 100 calls a week right now of people that say, yes, we want the service. It's proven. Everyone wants it. And we work with all the districts. We're working with North Vancouver to reduce landslides. And we're working with all the cities. We're incorporating everyone. As I said, adjusters, brokers, it's restoration companies. We basically want to help prevent this from happening so that your clients can sleep easy. Because this is just a terrible scenario and it's completely preventable. And $45 is not a lot to pay for a homeowner.
Before a claim, if you guys were asking for special discounts on especially older houses or even newer ones, we're getting more damages on newer ones, right? So if you do have a good discount, I would much prefer that all these inspections are done. And of course, that ultimately they comply with it, then we'll give them the discount.
Look, Bowen,